y'all, it's Heather, and I am going to be ranking all of the eyeshadow palettes that I have tried so far in 2025. It is going to be a mid-year ranking. I'm super excited because I love eyeshadow. I could talk about eyeshadow and makeup all day, every day. I just want to jump straight into it because I have 35 palettes here in front of me. I have some new palettes, some things that I've been testing, trying, but I'm not really ready to review yet, so those will not be in this ranking. I want to keep this to palettes that I know what I think and I'm ready to give you my thoughts and put them in a ranking. Let me go ahead and let you know there are a couple of palettes that I will not rank, but I want to review. I want to give you my thoughts. The first one being Morgan Turner's Love Language palette with Oden's Eye. I love Morgan as a creator. I love supporting creator collabs. I love seeing women and other creators get to collab with their favorite brands, and I don't think it's fair to include it in a ranking because I mean, I love Morgan. Like, I love her videos. I think she's so sweet. Her palette with Oden's Eye is amazing. So I wanted to go ahead and talk about this one first because I will not rank it, but I want you to know this is an amazing palette. I love Oden's Eye. I have a ton of videos on their products here on my channel, formulas, everything, and this is the Oden's Eye quality that I know, love, and expect from the brand. I think Morgan did an amazing job on this. I think this is a very unique color story for the brand. I love the purples and pinks with the neutral tones. I think it's very Morgan, and she brought something really cool to Oden's Eye, and it's very Oden's Eye with their packaging and their formulas. Just overall super beautiful. I love this palette. So happy for Morgan. Love, and I do have a video on this palette. I will link it down below, and I will also tag Morgan so you can check her out. I'm also not going to rank Agate Temptation because honestly I could put this at the #1 spot. I love this palette. This is a very me type of color story. Greens and oranges and neutrals with the yellows. It's a very warm palette, but Agate Temptation is from Singe Beauty. Singe Beauty is owned by my bestie, Angelica Nyqvist. And as the brand grows and there are more palettes, I will put them in rankings. I promise that will be coming. But last year they released one palette. So far this year there's been one palette, and it's so my perfect color story. So I just didn't feel like it was fair to give the spot of #1 to my bestie's brand, but I love Agate Temptation. I will also tag Angelica Nyqvist down below so that you can go check out her videos if you haven't, and I do have a video on everything Singe. Let's start with number 33. These rankings are all based on personal preference. I want to say that, okay? If I rank your favorite palette at the bottom or your favorite brand, it doesn't mean that it's horrible quality, that you don't know what you're doing with makeup. It just means we have different personal preferences. And all of the palettes I'm going to talk about, I have good things about them. Some I have bad things about them. Some of them are amazing, but I don't have any that are just like terrible quality, skip this, avoid it, it's trash. There's nothing like that. There's a lot of personal preference and a lot of like formulas that I like versus some I don't like. So we're going to talk about the nuances, but at the bottom I am putting Shattered Romance from DeDe Signature. Now I love DeDe Signature. We are going to talk about them again higher in the rankings. This palette was their Valentine's Day launch, and I think this is a good palette, but I know that DeDe Signature is capable of amazingness, which is why this one is coming in a little bit lower for me. A few of the shimmers in here do really crease on me. I don't have a huge problem with creasing in shadows. It does happen occasionally. I can usually switch up my technique, but this shadow in particular, or this palette, a couple of these shadows are very emollient and they crease. They're almost creamy in texture. I think the matte formulas in here are nice. I do think DeDe Signature has a better matte formula, which we will talk about later. So for those reasons, I am ranking this palette just a bit lower in the rankings. After that, I'm gonna put American Psycho palette from Wicked Widow Beauty. Now I know a lot of y'all, this is like your favorite ever because you love the movie, you love the brand, and I will say, like, I don't love celebrity photos on palettes. So the packaging, to me, I get it, it's on theme, but I do think the artwork inside is a little bit like funner, but I know I've already said that. So let's talk about this palette. The quality in here is really great quality shadows. I think everything that I've used performs really beautifully, but I think the color story is repetitive. It's not my absolute favorite. I could have cut maybe half of these shades. I would have switched out some tones, but again, it's personal preference. Color story is going to be what you like, what I like, how you would rank things. And if these are your tones, these are your tones. I get it. The quality of this is really nice and beautiful. I feel like some of the shades are just a bit repetitive, and I would switch it up for it to be higher in the ranking for me. Next up is totally personal preference. Again, this is the Morally Gray palette from BellaBeauteBar. And this one is such a cute color story, such cute packaging. I really like these sparkly shadows. I think the matte formulas are beautiful. The reason this is ranking lower for me is just the colors. I don't really do a lot of gray. I do sometimes, and when I want to do gray, this is an amazing palette. Again, the quality in here is beautiful. At first, I wasn't so sure about these heart-shaped pans, but I do think they're fun. I think they add something to the palette. It was like a Valentine's Day-esque release, so I get it. I think it's fun when brands step outside of what they normally do. They do something a little different. They have a theme, and they really go for it. And I think Bella Beauté did that with this palette. I think the color story is very on theme, and I realized that not every single palette out there needs to be warm toned, but for it to be my favorite, it probably does need to not be gray. So that's why this one is ranking a little lower. Again, the quality is beautiful. I really like this palette. I think BellaBeauteBar did a great job on this one, just not my all-time favorite colors. The shimmers though, I love, and I will mix and match this palette with other palettes. And as I talk today, I will of course make sure I link everything down in the description box and in a pinned comment. I'm gonna pop up QR codes for some of these brands if I'm able to for you, and if I have any discount or affiliated codes, I will pop those up for you too. Earlier this year, Morphe launched a new collection, and I was able to try out 2 of their palettes. So these are gonna be our next spot. We will start with this one. This is the Pulp Fantasy palette. This one is really cute. I thought these were cute shadows. I thought the quality was good. I didn't think it was like amazing, but I liked the mix of kind of these like purpley tones with some neutrals. This is the more cool toned palette. I think it's pretty. I think it's cute. I did do a full video on this collection, and I have talked about all of the palettes that I'm talking about today in videos here on my channel. Some have their own videos, some are in other videos, but I have talked about all of these before with y'all. So I want to now talk about the Forbidden Honey palette. This one I liked a little bit more because it's very like cute and pinky peachy tones. I like these kind of neutral shades with the pinky shades. I thought the quality in this one again was good. I enjoyed it. I thought it created a pretty look, and for the price point, I think these are really, really nice. Not amazing, but good. Let's talk about this palette from Nomad Cosmetics because I absolutely love the brand. They are one of my favorites, and this beautiful palette is so nice. The formulas in here, really, really beautiful. I like that we have color. I love color. I love that we have a mix of shimmers, shifting shades that have like transforming colors. We have beautiful shimmers with different color reflex in there. Very pretty, very colorful, very on theme. And that is something that I love about Nomad. The only reason this one is ranking lower for me is, again, this is very cool tones. Cool toned greens, cool toned blue purples, cool toned pinky shades. Very cool toned, but the formulas in here are beautiful. I really like that we go from very light in our mattes to very deep in our mattes. That is something that I really love in a palette. I like that the shimmers also go from light to deep. I like that there's different textures. I really think this is a great palette. I like this one so much, and that's what makes rankings so hard, is because sometimes there will be an amazing palette, an amazing brand, something that I really enjoy, but if I'm thinking about my personal favorites and how I rank things, I have to take in everything, like the variety of looks, how much I'm reaching for it, how much I want to reach for it, the tones I choose. And because this one is cooler tones, it's just a little bit lower down in my preference. Let's talk about Game Beauty. They did a full Street Fighter collection, and I think this one is a super fun collection. This one is ranking a little bit lower down for me, not because of formulas at all. It's just because of the color story. There's nothing wrong with this color story. It's beautiful. It's bright. It's very like rainbow-esque with the red, green, orange, yellow, blue. There's no, well, there is kind of like a pinky purple in here, but I like this palette. I think the quality is great. I just don't know that I can rank it way higher when I do feel like there are color stories that I prefer. I do like that we have a lot of mattes in this palette because the matte formulas in here are really pretty. They work really well together. I like the tones that Game Beauty did for this palette too. Like I said, it does have those rainbow shades, of course, but I don't think that they are like primary shades or shades that you may think of immediately when you're thinking of a range of colors. They gave us some interesting undertones, and for that I really think this is a good launch. I did do a video and I'm showing like all the lip products from the collection swatched out, all the blushes swatched out, the single shadows, which I think are beautiful. So I definitely have more content if you're curious about this. I think it is such a cool collab, and I love to see an indie brand like Game Beauty do a collab with Street Fighter, like such a big game. I think that is really, really cool. Let's talk about Thinking of You from Unearthly Cosmetics. This is such a cute palette. This was a launch from the brand for Valentine's Day, and I think they did a great job on this one. I like this color story. It's this neutral, peachy type of color story. I think it's really pretty. We have some beautiful shimmers in here. I like this palette. I think this is good. I love Unearthly. I think they make amazing, amazing palettes, amazing formulas, but we are going to talk about some more Unearthly as we get higher up. This one is just ranking a little lower just because of the color story, and with it being the 9 shades and it not having like exactly my perfect shades, how much am I reaching for it? This is great quality though. Great quality, beautiful Unearthly quality, and if this is your preferred color story, you will love it. ColourPop did a collab with Twilight New Moon, okay? I love it. I'm here for it. I have the original Twilight palette that they launched, but we are gonna focus on New Moon. I like this color story very much. I really do. I love that we go from light to deep in our mattes. I like that we have lots of different shimmer formulas. I will say I don't absolutely love the Adrenaline shade, the one that is a more like glittery type of color. That shade knocked it down. Like it's not quite as easy to work with. It's nice. It's still good. Like I'm not saying it's not good. It is. I like this color story. I like this. It's just that one shade that I'm like, I really would have rather swapped that out for just like maybe a Super Shock formula or one of their other shimmer formulas, something like that. So if that shade was out, this would maybe rank higher. I also don't love the inside packaging. I don't love to see like all these celebrities here. Like I would have preferred like the artwork on the outside, but that's not a big deal. That's just a personal preference. I just don't need to see like these people like staring at me or staring at each other, like longing, yearning, you know, everything that they do in Twilight on the cover. But this is a beautiful color story. I really like this, much more to my preference than the original Twilight palette that ColourPop did. Let's talk about this palette from Chokehold. This is a new indie brand, and this palette, I actually have not done a video on this. So I want to make sure that I'm showing you close-up and swatches of this palette, and I did create a look with this one also, so I want to make sure that you see that because I didn't film it, but I have played with this one. I think this is a really nice palette. I think the formulas in here are really beautiful, and it makes me super excited to see what the brand is going to do in the future. Hopefully they'll come out with some new things, some really cool things. I really want to see what they're going to do. I think the packaging is beautiful. These are really, really pretty eyeshadow shades. We do have a blush and a highlighter in here, and that is one of the reasons this is ranking a little lower for me, because I don't absolutely love face products with eye products. I think this color story is really pretty. Of course, for me, had these shades been a little bit warmer, it would have ranked a little higher, especially these neutral tones, but I do think this is a nice solid launch, and I want to know what Chokehold is going to do next. Let's talk about BellaBeauteBar Green Goddess palette. I love green. Green is my absolute favorite color. I love green eyeshadows so much, and this palette is definitely green. We have the green shades, we have some pinky shades, and we have some browns. This is more of a cool toned green palette. The browns are more on the cool side, maybe even like neutral to cool, but depending on your undertone, things can pull way more cool or way more warm with the contrast. So I think this is a beautiful palette. The formulas in here all worked beautifully for me. It's in that beautiful BellaBeauteBar formula that I know, love, and expect. We have some really beautiful multi-chromes, really sparkly shades, really, really fun. I love this palette. It's just so much about like personal preference in a color story, and it's so hard to rank because I'm like, oh, I love this palette. I think this one is so great. The quality is great. The packaging, great. No issues with this. I have another Unearthly palette. This is Shadowed Petal. This is a beautiful palette. They launched this palette earlier this year. I really like that we have a matte white in this palette. I like that we have a deep dark, really, really like cool toned brownie purple shade. This is overall very mauve, very pinky with some cool neutral in here. I think it's a great palette. I think it's really pretty. I really like the shimmers in here. Like we have shifty shadows, we have very sparkly shadows. I like that we have light shimmers and deep shimmers. I think this one is really beautiful from the brand. If you love this type of color story, maybe you were looking at Thinking of You that we talked about earlier that was more warm pinky peaches, and you didn't like the warmth, but you wanted those tones in a cooler shades, this one could be for you. I have another Nomad palette. This is one of their newest launches. This is the Route 66 palette. I think Nomad does the theme amazingly. We've already talked about that before, how much I love a theme, and this palette is no exception. They did beautiful mattes. They gave us some neutral options. We have some beautiful color shades, and we have gorgeous, gorgeous shimmers. I love the embossings on the pan that Nomad did with this. I think everything is super beautiful. I love that we have this almost like neon-y coral shade. I think that's super fun and unique for the brand. I don't feel like I have shades like that. I just really, really love that. I love that we have some blues and some pinky peaches and some greens. It's just all around a really fun palette, a really great release from the brand. Drops of Fantasy from DeDe's Signature is great quality. Great, great, great quality. They did something really, really great with this one. So this is the upgraded packaging that DeDe Signature has been doing, which I so enjoy. And then the color story inside is just fun. It's like a party. Like Drops of Fantasy, I get it. I'm there. I'm on the fantasy with you, DeDe Signature. I love the neon green. I love the yellow. I love the blues. It's just so fun. And if you feel like you're looking at this palette and maybe you get a little overwhelmed, I think you can break this palette down into quads or columns, and it makes it very user-friendly if you look at it that way. Because I understand a color story like this can be super intimidating. You could look at this and think, where do I even start? But if you just kind of section this palette out, you can definitely create some beautiful looks. All the shadows in here are really beautiful. The shimmers in here are sparkly and beautiful, but we don't have any of those formulas that are really, really, really crease prone on me. So I like that. I really, really like this one. Fantasy Cosmetica, the Ranger palette. It's so hard to rank, y'all. I'm gonna keep saying that. So I have to say, like, I think this is an amazing palette. This is a really, really beautiful color story. We do have some neutrals and some green shades here. I love that we have like these more like cool toned greens with some warmth in our other shades. I think that's really cool and a unique mix of shades. I think Fantasy Cosmetica really, really thought out this palette. They brought something different in terms of color story. They gave us their beautiful formulas. I mean, there's not a single dud shade in this palette. They're all beautiful. With it being 9 shades, there are options for your looks as well. I really like that. I did a video, like a first impression. Me and my friend Karen Harris are using this palette. We create 2 different looks. Of course, I have another look here, but this palette does give versatility. You may look at it and think 9 shades can't be super versatile, but they definitely can, and Fantasy Cosmetica really put in the work to bring us something fun and different with this. Simply Posh Snow Angel palette. Simply Posh has been doing some really, really cool things. They are getting better and better with their formulas. They are taking feedback and improving, and these are beautiful shades. It's on the cooler side. okay? You're gonna hear me say 1,000 times. Like, if it looks great, it's probably not gonna be what I'm reaching for all the time. But the quality in here, beautiful, amazing quality, amazing. Like, I am so excited to see what Simply Posh is gonna do in the future, because I know they've talked about on Instagram that they've got some new things in the works, and I cannot wait for that day. I'm ready. I wanna see it all. I want it all. The quality in here is absolutely beautiful. I love that Simply Posh gave us this full top row of lighter to mid-tone shades, a full middle row of beautiful sparkly duochromes, and then a bottom row of mid to deep tones. It's beautiful. The formulas in here are perfect. Everything about this, so beautiful. They really, really nailed it with this one. And this, like, honestly, if I were to re-rank these palettes next week, they may be in a different order, you know, because it changes what I'm loving. And it was so hard. Like, I have tried to film this ranking so many days, and I'm like, no, I'll put it off. Like, I keep putting it off. Because it's so hard when I love so many of these. I know, like, listen, it's difficult for me, okay? It's difficult. Blend Bunny Plastic. This has got to be one of my favorite formats that Blend Bunny has done. I was so excited to see them do a smaller palette. I love Blend Bunny. Their quality is amazing, and plastic is such a fun color story. I love that we have these neon pinks. I love that we have this almost like neon peachy shade. I love that we have neutrals. I love that there's a silver shadow in here. Just some really unexpected color combos for me. I think this is great Blend Bunny quality. I love the brand. The packaging feels so beautiful and sturdy. The raised letters. I really love this palette. I think this is phenomenal. I would love to see them do more palettes in this format. I like this like smaller curation. I think the creativity of Blend Bunny really shows in this palette with the color story. I love the embossings on the pan. I love everything about this one. I love Blend Bunny. I think they're amazing. Y'all, I'm just like trying to blot away some of the shine because it is so hot. My poor AC cannot keep up with these hot temperatures and this high humidity. Next up, I have Ink and Roses from Arttitude Cosmetics. This is a fun palette, and Arttitude did recently launch a new palette, the Arcana palette. I will, of course, link that video for you so that you could check it out. It's very fun, but I want to use it a few more times before I put it in a ranking. This palette launched around Valentine's Day. This was their Valentine's Day launch, and I think they did a great job on this palette, not only in formula, but in color story too. I think it's such a fun color story. We have some really interesting tones paired together. I love that we have the greens. I love that we have the pinky, like, berry shades. Yes, there are some like cool tones in here, but I just love the curation of these shades together and the formulas. I think they did something really special with this one. I think Arttitude, like, they nailed it. This is such a beautiful palette, and it deserves more hype. Call of the Sirens from Gourmande Girls. Now, I think this is amazing. I think this is an amazing palette. I think the theme is so fun, and I think the colors inside, beautiful. There is not a single shade in here that is not good, that is not amazing quality, that is not perfection. Like, I love the embossings on the pan. I love the shimmers and the multi-chromes. I love that we have light shades and deep shades. I love that we have very light shimmer, very deep shimmer. We have this beautiful light pinky matte with these beautiful deep mattes down here. They just knocked it out of the park with this one. Gourmande Girls, like, they have some really amazing palettes. This one, so beautiful. If you have not checked out Gourmande Girls, you definitely should, because I think they make amazing products. And this color story is just so fun and bright, but there's options to do something not so colorful if you want to. You know, we do have the brown matte. We do have some shimmers that can lean neutral. It's a very fun palette, and I think it looks beautiful on everybody. I've seen so many people create looks with this, and they're just always beautiful. Pat McGrath Petalmorphosis. I created a whole video with this palette. I think this is really fun and different from Pat McGrath. I think she took it out of her comfort zone that we've been seeing for the past few years and gave us some greens and some beautiful shades. I think the shimmers in here are so nice. I won't go on and on too much about that palette. I did do a full like eye swatch video, everything. Definitely check it out. But I thought that was a really great palette, which is why it's ranking so high for me. Murky Meadow from Unearthly, I love, okay? I love these tones. I love these shades. I don't think I have filmed any looks with this palette, but I have been using this one. I actually took this traveling. I went on a weekend away, and this is the only palette that I brought with me because I had what I needed to do neutral looks. I could do colorful looks. I could do like a pop of neon on the inner corner if I wanted to. It's just a really great palette. These are tones that I love. I have an olive undertone and it is warm leaning, and I love green also. So like these shades, I just like eat them up, okay? Like I love them. I think Unearthly killed it with that one. I have a neutral palette from Klarity. This is their I Love Coffee palette. I think the artwork and the packaging on this is really cool. And then opening it up, there are a lot of shadows inside. I like that they did these smaller pans. I think that's something different and really beautiful. I like that we have shades in here that are warm and cool, so you have a mix of those neutral tones. We also have that reflected in the shimmers. We even have like a pink to white duochrome in here. Beautiful shimmers. I love that we have an olive shade in here. Super duper beautiful. I love that we have a black. I love that we have a white. That makes it versatile, and it makes it for like a really user-friendly and creative neutral palette because we have those different formulas. We have the light and the deep. I love this. I think Klarity did a beautiful job, and this is the type of neutral palette that I get excited for because it has different tones, it has different formulas, it has light, dark. I can create drama, I can create easy looks. I think this is an amazing palette, and I did recently do a full video on Klarity's newest palette, their Cobra palette, but I do want to play with that more before I put it in the ranking. I also have to rave about the Sigma Spectrum palette. This is gotta be a hit from the brand. I've got to imagine this has got to be like one of their best selling palettes ever. I would have no way to know that. I'm just guessing because I think everybody who loves neutrals will love this palette. Like this goes from light to dark in the mattes, light to dark in the shimmers, and Sigma really stepped it up in quality with this palette. I love Sigma. I love their quality. There is something extra special about these shimmers, so I don't know if they've got a new formula. I don't know. Like I think it's really great. I love the tones in here that we have some shades that are more cool. We have some shades that are more warm. If you are like a cool olive, you will probably really love this shade. I think there's just really beautiful, unique tones. I think this is an amazing palette. I love it. I love Sigma, of course. I think they're amazing. I think they make like really high quality products. They stand behind their products. They don't release just a ton of things all the time. So I feel like their releases are always really well thought out. And this palette, it's just, it's a favorite. Like it's a favorite. Natasha Denona Bloom. I have a whole video on this one, so I won't go on and on forever. Definitely check that video out if you want to hear everything I have to say about this one. But I love this. I saw so many people saying this is a neutral palette, and I don't see that at all. Like I think there's like one neutral shade, but these are the types of shades that even if you love neutrals and you're scared of color, I think you will really like this palette for the colors. I think these are colors that neutral lovers love to wear. If that's like, maybe I'm summing that up better with those words, because we have light shades, deep shades, we have beautiful formulas from Natasha Denona, we even have like a little duochrome over here. Beautiful. I love these warm, peachy type of colors. Like it's just, it's really pretty. Like it's really pretty palette. I'm into it. Peachy, pinky with a little bit of like orangeness. I'm so here for it. The shade Brick, that center kind of like deep orange shade. I love it. I love it. Fairy Tale Europe from Nomad. First of all, I love the packaging. I love the packaging. I love this palette. I think this is a great palette from the brand. I love that we have the raised castle. I think this is beautiful. And I love that Nomad gave us like this neutral palette in terms of mattes with all these fun shimmer shades. I think this is really beautiful. I love that the mirror has embossing on it. I love the shimmer formulas in here. And if you want to play with color and you don't want something that's super, super intense in your face, you just want to try color in a subtle way, I would definitely recommend this palette because you can do neutrals in your crease, you can do neutral based look, and then just add a little bit of color in a shimmer either on the lid or on the lash line, and it can be super beautiful. I like that we have such variety and tones in this palette. Overall, win, 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 win from Nomad. Number 8 goes to Glaminatrix Nearly Natural Palette. This is a remastered palette. You know, new formulas, new ingredients, everything coming up all the time, and I love this. I love that we have neutrals and mauve tones and olivey tones, and it's beautiful. I love that we have an equal number of mattes to non-mattes, be that shimmers or sparkles or whatever. It's just a really beautiful palette. I think Glaminatrix is really perfecting what they do. I know they've come out with palettes, they've come out with singles, mini palettes, they've come out with blushes and just different products, and it's making me so excited. I'm actually currently working with a couple of Glaminatrix palettes. I'm not ready fully to review yet, but they will be coming in future ranking videos for sure. Next up is the Monk palette from Fantasy Cosmetica. This is such a beautiful, beautiful color story. I love yellowy, warm, orangey shades. I love that we have a dark, deep brown in here so that we can add some contrast. I love that we have these bright yellow and orange shades. I love that we have the mid-tone yellow and orange. I love the shimmers that were included in here. I think you can create a look that is very subtle, but still fun and colorful. I love this palette so much. I think it's such a great one. Every shade in here is a winner. Every shade in here is bomb.com. Every shade in here is just perfect. There is nothing I would change about this palette. This is very much a me type of color story too. Like I talked about loving greens, specifically warm greens, and I love yellows and oranges. I love it, and I love, like I said, you have the browns, you have the bronzy shades, so if you want to do something neutral, you can. Fantasy Cosmetica, they hit the nail on the head with this one. They just, oh, they impress me. Like, they impress me so much. I'm loving that palette. The Lovers palette from Cosmic Beauty. I cannot believe we've only had one palette from Cosmic Beauty, and it is June, okay? Like, Cosmic Beauty, where are you? Like, please, I need more. This is a beautiful palette, though. This launched around Valentine's Day, actually, and I know Cosmic Beauty has been restocking some of their older palettes, which is probably, like, pushed back some other things, but we just have to talk about this because it's so great. It's so great. It's so great. And this one launched earlier this year. So if you have this palette and maybe you've got some new things and this has maybe gotten pushed back to the back of your makeup drawer, pull it out because this is amazing. This is amazing quality palette. We have beautiful greens and blues and purples and neutrals, and somehow, even though I just said all those shades and you might be thinking like, how does that work together? They do. Like, they all have these beautiful undertones that just work so well together. I love every single shade. No Notes Cosmic Beauty. They have a great price point, great formulas, great color stories, great packaging, great. Ocean Jewel from BellaBeauteBar. This is another favorite. I love BellaBeauteBar. A favorite brand for me. A favorite brand for me. I think they're amazing. I love the packaging on this one. And this is for all the mermaids and sirens and sea lovers and color lovers. They took it there. They took it there with the colors. They gave us neons. They gave us like some deep murky shades. They gave us just enough little bit of neutral to do something with that if that's what you want to do. We have holographic shades. We have like multi-chrome shades. We have everything, okay? We have everything. She is the moment. She is everything. This is, yes, more on the cool side, of course, with some of these blues, but the tones of these greens and these purples, they just pull so vibrant and beautiful that I had to rank this palette so high. I'm so into this one. I love the looks I created with this one. I love working with this palette. Every time BellaBeauteBar does something, I'm excited about it. I am. Like, I'm just always in it, and I think they did an amazing job with this palette. I can see this being so many people's absolute favorite holy grail palette of the year, just because of the intensity of the shimmers and the sparkles and the mattes, and it's so good. Gourmande Girls released their Bitten palette. This was like a vampire Valentine's Day launch, and I'm so here for it. These shades are stunning. Perfect, perfect. I love that this palette has a mix of tones, and I love these colors. I love these purpley shades. I love that we have light mattes and deep mattes. I love that we have light shimmers and deep shimmers. I love that we have like these unexpected shades in here. I know when I talked about this palette, a lot of people were asking me like, what would I compare it to? And it's really hard for me because there are different undertones in here. I couldn't immediately think, oh, it's like this, this, or this, because we do have these interesting pops. Like we have the Bloodlust shade, which is this deepened kind of red. We have the berry tones. We have the little bit of gray. We have this pop of like this kind of green type of color. It's just very interesting. And the formulas of every single shade are beautiful. It performs in such an amazing way. I absolutely love it. Gourmande Girls, 10 out of 10. Next up, let's talk about Adept Minka. This is the Minka remastered palette. I do have a full video on this palette as well, so definitely check that out. I am comparing it to the palette from years and years ago, and I love that they redid this concept. They gave us some new shades. They gave us like beautiful purple tones. It's so beautiful, and yes, this is more cool toned in terms of these purple shades, but I love these formulas and I love it. So that should tell you, like, it's ranking this high. Like, I love this. We have beautiful like holographic shades. We have beautiful super sparkly shades, multi-chromes. Adept is always, always, always killing it. I love that we have the purples with the kind of the turquoise with some neutral shades. I think this one is really special. I like this packaging. It feels very sturdy. It has the holes in the back so you can pop the shades out, rearrange if you want to. That's not something I love to do, but I know those of y'all that love magnetic palettes and love to like move things around and do build your own palettes, like I know you love it and I love it for you. And I love options. I'm all about the options because like more is more, you know? Coming in next is the Emo palette from Adept, and oh my gosh, I love this. I love this. First of all, I love that Adept gave us so many matte shades. We don't typically get this many mattes from Adept, so I love that they mixed it up. They did something different and gave us all these mattes. Like, it just makes it so versatile to me. I love, love, love the mix of light and deep shades. I love the undertones in the matte. I love that we have like these like deep kind of grungy shades with some more vibrant pops. The formulas in here are perfection, and I think these are just so easy to work with, so beautiful, so blendable, so intense, so just everything. And the shimmers, I love it. Like, I cannot rave enough about this color story. It's again with that beautiful packaging where you can pop out these magnetic pans so easy, and it's just really great quality. I absolutely love Adept, and I did buy the new Seahorse palette. I had to. Like, I was literally flying home from Greece, trying to connect to Wi-Fi on the plane so that I could buy it. Coming in at number 1 is Beauty Below from Blend Bunny. I had to give it to this palette because look at this packaging, first of all. Like, I cannot get over the packaging. And you may be thinking, packaging doesn't matter. That's wonderful. It doesn't matter to you. It matters to me. It's about the whole experience, the getting ready process, the pulling things out, like everything. It's makeup for me is fun. It's my me time. And this deep, dark siren color story, I love. Okay. Like this palette, okay, it's just so pretty. It's so colorful with neutral shades. I love, love, love that we have this like, I don't know, just such a variety of tones in the shimmers and the mattes. I love it, okay? I love it. This is Magnetic Pans from Blend Bunny. This is a heavy palette. We have a huge mirror in here. I love that we have these purples and these berries and these blues and a black and the greens and the, like, I just, it's so good. It's so good. I have so much fun with this palette. I think about this palette when I'm not doing my makeup. I think about the packaging. I think about the shades. I think about the quality. I think about how I want to use it. I think about what looks I want to do. I think about I want to just look at it. I love this palette. I think this is such a good one. It's so hard to rank things. It's so hard to rank things, but I knew that that one was going to be my number 1. Blend Bunny. Blend Bunny, Blend Bunny. I knew this was the one. This was the one. She's so beautiful. She's the moment. She's everything. I'm also loving the new collection that Blend Bunny did with Jordan Liberty, their masterclass collection. Amazing, phenomenal, 10 out of 10. I'm loving that, but we'll see that in a future upcoming video. If you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you've already seen it, but I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know, do you have any of these palettes? How would you rank them? What would you do? Would you put these in different order? Let me know, what palettes would you rank? Which ones have you gotten this year? How would you rank them? Let me know, is there a palette that I'm missing, that I need to buy, that I need to review? Let me know. I love hearing from you. I'm going to pop up some more videos here from you that I think you would really enjoy, and let's talk all things makeup down in the comments.